Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and yes, it is a second video that I've posted today, so apologies for spamming your YouTube feeds. I posted earlier a video that I recorded last night, which was the weekly pre-order video discussing all the things that are going on pre-order next Saturday. And then today though, Games Workshop have released another preview article, and as with last Monday, this is about my Boys in Black, my favourite chapter, the Black Templars. And so it seems that the rumours, and I did talk about them in my last Black Templar video that a little bit, but the rumours do seem to be true, that this is a multi-part or multi-model release. So when the Codex comes out in a month or two for the Black Templars, there will be, well, at least two characters, new characters that are coming, and new miniatures for those characters. The first one was the Crusade Ancient, which I talked about last week, and in that video I mentioned that there was something called an Execrator, an Excoriator, or something like that, that was some sort of Chaplain type character, potentially a Chaplain in Terminator armour. Well, we now know the details because Games Workshop have dropped this review article, preview article today, and it is the Execrator. Now, an Execrator, yes, it's a stupid name. All the names are stupid by Games Workshop these days because they are more copyrightable and trademarkable, if that's not a word, but more easy to trademark silly words like Intercessor or Inceptor or Blade Guard or whatever, in a way that you can't trademark things like Space Marine or Chaplain, etc. So it's silly names from now on until the end of time, I'm afraid. And the latest one is an Execrator. So it doesn't really roll off the tongue, but an Execrator, someone who execrates, is somebody who I believe has like a loathing for something. So it does at least fit with the Black Templars, who of course hate everybody and everything in the universe. And very, very angry about everything. So the Execrator, here he is. Let's read about him. The Execrator will make sure you keep your vow to kill absurd amounts of heretics. So great. I mean, that's what you should be doing as a Black Templar player. And here he is in all his glory. Space Marine Chaplains are wrathful and uncompromising, but when you have a chapter like the Black Templars, who already fight with the fury of 1,000 suns, it takes a special kind of righteous rage to stand out from the pack. Those who find their true calling, bellowing sermons from the front lines, find new purpose among the Emperor's Crusaders, and any with a particular predilection for smashing skulls in close combat are given the special rank of Execrator. So we're now getting a few different chaplains, really, because the Black Templars also have access to the Justiciar, yeah, I can just about say that word, who is another type of Chaplain character that all the Space Marines get. They have their usual range of Chaplains, of course. You have Grimaldus, who is the is the Reclusiarch. My God, almost forgot that. Yeah, the Reclusiarch, which is another sort of status of like the top Chaplain, if you like, in the Black Templars. And now we have this dude, the Execrator. And he looks pretty mean. I have to say, absolutely love the model. Nothing wrong with this model whatsoever. He has his iron halo there, which means he doesn't need a helmet. But he's got one anyway, because chaplains should wear skull helmets to terrify everybody, including their own side. He has his Crozius, which is chained to his wrist, and also this sort of flamer pistol. I think it's a flamer pistol, not a melter. Yeah, that'd be a flamer pistol. Some sort of Infernus pistol, which is also chained to his wrist. So he's full of chains. He has his tabard, and you have the whole motif of like a medieval crusading knight here. You have like the gorget and the tilt shield, which you have on a lot of Space Marines. But it's very fitting here for the Black Templars and for a Black Templar character. He also has like a relic. Somebody's old bone is just sort of installed into his leg armor for some reason. So that will be a very sacred relic, maybe a past And maybe it's a piece of Dawn, of Rogel Dawn himself. Who knows? Hope not, because that means he's probably dead. But maybe it's Dawn's finger or something. I mean, who the hell knows? But I'm sure it will be clear from the codex why he has got somebody's bone. Maybe it's his pet, his old dog that died. We won't know until we read the codex. But here he is, looking awesome. And again, it's a very sort of active pose. He's running forward with menace, about to smash somebody's head in. It's quite reminiscent of the Space Wolves release that came out, because they've got a lot of models that are sort of charging forward, or the Assault Intercessors from the main Space Marine line. So it's this sort of active in motion pose, rather than the standing on a tactical rock with a banner type pose that we see so often. Reading on, it is the divine duty of the execrators to ensure the Black Templars' holy vows are fulfilled in battle, inspiring comrades with their own feats of martial prowess. They are often the first through the breach and the last to fall, terrifying enemies with the sheer brutality of their assaults and spurring allies to join them in the melee. Accordingly, their remorseless persecution drives the unit that they join into a berserk fury, letting them charge in the same turn as they advance. So remorseless persecution will be the ability, and it will be whilst leading a unit, this execrator gives the unit the ability to advance and charge. Doesn't say anything about shooting, so imagine if you advance, you can't shoot. So I don't know. Maybe this character would be best with a unit that has assault weapons, so he could advance, shoot, and charge. But it looks like he's going to be married up with sword brethren, because it says here, this makes a tooled up squad of sword brethren into a terrifying cruise missile of a unit, if missiles were made of blades and hammers. Even before factoring in the execrator's own fighting skills, if you opt to leave it's a pyre pistol. Yes, I was kind of right. If you opt to leave the pyre pistol at home, he can pack a mastercrafted power sword in addition to his Crozius, giving the mad lad 8 damage attacks every time he fights. So why would it give him 8 attacks? So maybe one is extra attacks. I mean, maybe the Crozius or the power sword will have extra attacks, and you can swing with both of them then. And so, to put it in context, like 8 damage attacks, I'm trying to think, I think that's more than even like a Demon Prince gets, because they get 6, I think, -3 AP, 2 damage attacks. I think I might be wrong on that. There might be 3 damage attacks, but that's a lot basically anyway, for one little Space Marine here. And another great thing about this model, of course, from the looks of it, is that there are plenty of options. I heard somebody on another video, it might have been Valrak's video, about this, saying that it comes with a bolt pistol, or a heavy bolt pistol that you can equip instead of this pyre pistol. We've seen the Crozius, and there's 2 different forms of Crozius. So this one with the sort of wings pointing downwards, and then this one with the wings up, pointing into the sky. A different Iron Halo, or sort of a backpack icon. This one with the sort of almost like Purity Seal type ribbons, and this cross with the skull on it. The option of a power sword rather than a pistol, and also this little thing, this like relic, or I don't really know what it is. I'm guessing it's just a relic or some sort of sensor burner thing or something, to inspire the troops around him. And of course, the final thing is the head option. I mean, this is a really cool. He looks mean. He looks like he's seen some shit over the years, with his big scar and his incredibly ferocious expression on his face. But that is a great face. So there's at least 2 faces, the 2 heads you get with him, and lots of different options to mix and match. So, buy 2 of these at least, I would say, for your armies. Have 2 squads of sword brethren that can charge and that can advance and charge, and your 2 execrators will look very different. They won't look the same on the battlefield. They'll look great. especially painted up like this. He looks fantastic. So just finally, it says you'll be able to get your hands on the Execrator as well as the spiffing new Crusade Ancient when Codex Supplement Black Templars arrives on the scene later this year. So I've mentioned the Crusade Ancient there. So is that it? Is it just these two, or are we going to get a further surprise and see another miniature release next Monday? Because this was completely out of the blue. I mean, to reveal the Codex and a miniature, a new character, and then make no mention at all of any other characters, and then a week later just drop an article with a new character, with a new Execrator, is weird, but probably just shows that they don't have that many other things to reveal at the moment. But it also means that, hey, maybe next week they drop the Chaplain Terminator armor or something. I mean, who knows? But I would imagine it's just the two. But who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll next week will bring us even more Black Templar goodness. But if it's just the two models, I'm pretty happy. They're both great. They'll look fantastic in a Black Templars army. Love it. So that's all. We shall have to see. But please, I've got to say the thing that everyone says on YouTube. Please like the channel, subscribe to the channel if you want to. I mean, don't you know what? Subscribe to it even if you don't want to. There you go. Like the video and comment if you feel the need. And I'd love to hear from Black Templars players and just any Space Marine player. In general, just what do you think of these new models? Are you a raging Blood Angels player who is furious that you got a crappy range of character models by and large, and you're having to watch all of the Dark Angels and Space Wolves and Black Templar players now get great models? I suppose the one good thing is this guy really could be a chaplain in any Space Marine army. Pretty easily. I mean, he fits the chaplain archetype so well. You could easily just stick a Blood Angels shoulder pad on him and off you go. But anyway, let me know. What do you think of this guy? I love him. I'll be buying a couple of these. Will you be? Please let me know in the comments. So until the next video, which I'm sure won't be today, so don't worry, I won't spam your channel even more today. Maybe tomorrow though. But until then, take care and speak to you soon. Bye.